It's a lot of struggling. It's a lot of turmoil. It's a lot of pain. And I was able to experience that and utilize that in my favor and turn that pain into power to fuel my journey. Um, probably my pivotal moment to push me in this direction was in 2011. I lost my brother to gun violence. It was a tragic moment. It was a sporadic moment that nobody seen coming. But it was a reflection of the lifestyle that the people around me were living. And it was like, again, I get messages from the creator, and it was showing me like, if you continue the same thing, you're gonna get the same results. My friend who died in 2005, Reggie Brown, May 23rd, thank God, he died. My brother died 6 years later, 2011, on the same day. And so again, it was just an eye opener, and it really broke me spiritually. And sometimes you got to get broken to get rebuilt. You got to knock down your old version of yourself, your old lifestyle in the old direction, and change that trajectory. And so sometimes, most of the time, turmoil and loss is what really fuel you. It can either motivate you to do bad, or it can motivate you to try to find the best version of yourself.
One of the things we talked about before, and I'm not gonna let y'all skate through that. You say your mom.
Yes.
Say what? 15 of you guys?
14.
14 of you guys. So your
Yep.
mom had 14 kids, and you are the
Oldest. I'm the first.
You the first of 14.
Yeah, she
First
was
one,
15.
you say 15 when she had you.
Yeah.
And then give me the rundown. That's what.
So it's myself, that's my brother Quentin, who is incarcerated doing 11 years.
Okay.
I have my sister Maria, who's named after my mother, Nene, Dominique, Cassandra, Bubba, Africa.
One named Africa.
I have a sister named Africa.
Okay.
I have Malik Robert. We call him Malik. He live in Atlanta.
Okay.
And then we got Destin. We got Emmanuel. We got Imani. We have, and I'm sorry, it's just so I get drawn to this mouth. We got Imani. We got Divine. We got Nevaeh. And we got Jabaz. And hopefully I didn't miss nobody, but that's for 14 of us.
And I like that. And what's the most all of you guys ever been living together in one home?
Probably like 7.
About
maybe.
7 of you guys?
Well, yeah, I mean, when I was a small child. Eventually I ended up moving with my aunt.
Okay.
We was living in Garden Valley in like 95, 96. And it just got a little, my mom and my grandma and them like, no, you can't stay down here, because it was just everything was happening.
Right.
But they got me out of there. And I ended up going with my dad's mom on the west. Well, she was down the way at that time, but then I went over with my aunt on the west side. So I was between my aunt and my grandma was on 30th. I went to Marion Sterling at one, my elementary school, but I ended up going on the west side with my aunt too. So I was going back and forth.
Okay.
So my grandma moved to Collinwood area, and I ended up moving out there by Collinwood.
So you graduated from high school?
I went to Collinwood, yes.
Collinwood.
And then I went to Texas to a prep school after my senior year, and I played sports. And so eventually, man, I did a lot of stuff. I ended up kind of dropping out of school, man. Athlete, had everything going for myself.
Dropping out of college?
High school.
High school?
Yeah.
Oh, we did talk about it. That's right.
Yeah,
it was high school first, right?
Then I was making knucklehead decisions.
Right.
I was a young man making decisions on my own, and it wasn't to throw nobody under the bus. It's just I got to a point where I thought I knew everything, and I had everything going for me, but I just didn't do it the right way, and I was behind, and I thought I wasn't going to be able to make it, so I just made this dumb decision, which was like, I ain't going to do nothing. Okay. And that was a bad thing, but my coach ended up helping me, my high school coach, and got me into school, and then got me in the right state. So I did end up going to college. So
what would you say is the advantage of being a part of a big family, and what's the disadvantage of being in a big family, if there's one?
The advantage would be you're never alone. You know what I'm saying? There's always somebody there. Right. My advantage, it taught me certain things. It taught you how to share.
Okay.
You have no choice. I remember at one point I wouldn't eat like snacks or nothing without my little brothers and sisters. And they probably don't remember they were so little, but like I cut up a non-letter into 6 pieces, and we all getting a piece.
Okay.
And it just taught me some good things about life and family and people, and how you're supposed to sacrifice for them and assist them in all areas, and there's no man left behind. But it also can be a disadvantage, because if everybody's not on the same page, and you got all these different personalities, and everybody got these different viewpoints, and then if it don't come together, then it clashes.
Okay.
Right. And it ain't got to be a physical clash. It could be a psychological. It could be a clash of differences in beliefs and expectations. And then that kind of hurt because if y'all don't come together, then y'all spread apart. Right. And so if we not working together and building things together and using that advantage, because there's a lot of us and we can put money together, like the average family that work together